If the sun is actually yellow, then why is the snow white? Physics tells us that a white object reflects most of the light that hits it. So if our star is golden, our entire world should carry a permanent yellow tint. But it doesn't. Because the golden sun you've seen your entire life is a ghost, a visual trick played by 60 miles of air. And the truth? It's been hiding in plain sight since the day you were born. Think back to kindergarten for a second. You had a box of crayons, you drew a house, a blue sky, and in the corner of the page, you added a big, cheerful yellow sun with spiky rays. That image sticks with us. It's in our weather apps, our textbooks, and our movies. At noon, sunlight feels warm and golden, and in the evening, the sky turns fiery red. It's a default setting in our brains. The sun is yellow. Of course it is. But sometimes, the things that feel the most obvious turn out to be the most misleading. Our brains love shortcuts, and we look for patterns everywhere. One pattern shows up constantly on Earth: fire. From a candle to a campfire or a gas stove, flames are usually yellow or orange. Naturally, we connect the dots. Fire is yellow, the sun feels like fire, therefore, the sun must be yellow. It's simple, logical, and completely understandable. But there's a massive filter standing between you and the truth: the atmosphere. Before sunlight reaches your retinas, it has to travel through a thick blanket of gas and dust. And your intuition completely ignores this. It just says, if I see yellow, it is yellow. But sometimes, intuition is just a well-crafted lie. Let's run a quick thought experiment. If the sun were truly yellow, fundamentally and physically yellow, then something strange should happen. Look at clouds, they're white. Look at fresh snow, also white. Look at a plain sheet of paper under the noon sun, it is still white. White objects don't create their own color. They reflect the light shining on them. If you stand under a red spotlight, your white t-shirt looks red. So, if the sun were sending out yellow light, then everything on Earth would be bathed in a yellow hue. Your walls, your car, the snow, everything. But it isn't. That's the clue. Our primary light source isn't what we think it is. Here is the reality. The sun doesn't produce just one color. It produces all colors at once. Every color in the visible spectrum, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and violet, is pumped out in a massive, chaotic flood of photons. And when you mix every color of the rainbow together, you don't get a muddy mess. You get pure, brilliant white. The sun is a massive nuclear powerhouse. At 5,500 degrees Celsius, stars don't just glow a cozy yellow, they radiate a fierce, white-hot intensity. It isn't a flickering candle. It's a high-energy powerhouse, releasing everything all at once. Now, imagine drifting in space. No atmosphere, no sky. Astronauts on the ISS see the truth every orbit. Against the pitch-black void, the sun appears as a blindingly white disk. Technically, its peak emission is in the green part of the spectrum, but to our eyes, it is the purest white imaginable. So what changes it for us? Think of our atmosphere as a messy, invisible prism. When that pure white light hits our air, tiny particles scatter the shorter wavelengths, the blues and violets, in every direction. That's why the sky looks blue. But because the blue is being knocked away from the direct beam, the light that actually reaches your eyes is shifted toward the warmer colors: yellow, orange, and red. The sun hasn't changed. Only the path the light traveled has been filtered. In a strange way, this illusion is a gift. The atmosphere softens the sun's harshness and protects our fragile eyes from the full, blinding reality of a nuclear star. But it teaches us a deeper, more unsettling lesson. Our perception is local. It's as if we've been wearing tinted glasses since the day we were born, never realizing the world looks different to everyone else. We don't see the universe exactly as it is. We see a version of it shaped by the medium we inhabit. We see a yellow sun only because we live in a blue atmosphere. I'm Paradoxly. Stay curious, even when it's unsettling.